Fizzarolli is probably one of my favorite characters from Helluva Boss. I feel he's arguably the best written character in Helluva Boss. As most people know, Helluva Boss doesn't exactly have the most perfect writing for its characters, but Fizzarolli is the exception. The first time we see Fizzarolli, not counting his robotic counterpart from the episode Lululand, makes his debut in the episode Aussies, which is the season finale of Helluva Boss Season 1, even though there was an 8th episode, but we don't mention that. But, so Fizzarolli's introduction at first makes him, seem like he's a very confident, performer and all that. He has a very confident, charismatic personality, and he seems to hate Blitzo for whatever reason. He has a vendetta and grudge against him, and we don't exactly know why. We then see Fizzarolli in the first episode of Season 2, The Circus, which is mainly a flashback episode, and Fizzarolli is only seen as a child here, where we get to see his childhood experiences with Blitzo, showing that they were very good friends, kind of like brothers in a way. Fizzarolli is portrayed as having better skills than Blitzo, seeing as he can make a perfect balloon horse, whereas Blitzo struggled with it a couple of times. We then see Fizzarolli again in the episode Oops, where he is out going for errands until some circumstance happens where he and Blitzo get trapped in a cage, and they meet each other and kind of fight with each other and stuff. And then we get to learn the past experiences as to why Fizzarolli hates Blitzo is due to the fact that on his birthday as a teenager, Blitzo indirectly caused the explosion and fire that ruined the circus, and in turn also dramatically injured Fizzarolli, completely destroying his horns and his limbs, as well as permanently scarring his face, which in turn scarred Fizzarolli for life. And Blitzo seeked help, but the Fizzarolli made it seem like Blitzo did not care about him, which made him grow resentful. Of course, by the end, Fizz forgives Blitzo, and thus making the two reunite as friends, even in adulthood. And we do get to see Fizzarolli a bit more. I do like how he's like the main character in the Mammon special, whatever it's called, where he has to face up against Glitz and Glam, as well as his own insecurities, because he is a very insecure character, trying his best to be the best at everything, which is honestly relatable. But, of course, in the end, he sticks up to Mammon and has a good ending, thus concluding Fizzarolli's journey in the show so far, even if it does seem a little early for that. He's also voiced by Alex Brightman, so that's a plus.